Welcome back to the greenhouse, Team Teats. Haven't made a video in a while, so hopefully YouTube shows you this video. I don't know if they will. Today's video is going to be about how I feed my carnivorous plants. So today, mainly about the Venus flytrap, but it kind of goes for all carnivorous plants. So let's start. First of all, they don't need to catch bugs. If you give them enough bright sun, although this one doesn't necessarily like bright sun, that's a different story. If you give it lots of sun and the right water, they're going to grow. You don't have to feed them any bugs. They catch bugs on their own. They catch microscopic bugs that you can't see. But it's fun. It's cool. I love feeding my Venus flytrap. If you feed your plant too much, like live bugs or whatever you're feeding it, you can do damage to the plant. Most experts say you shouldn't feed them. Just let them live their life. But I can't resist. So there's a couple things. I only feed live or recently deceased insects to my plants. The Venus flytrap inside the little pitcher here has 3 trigger hairs on each side. So right beneath my finger you see 1 trigger hair. There you go. You can see 2 of them there. There's going to be another one in here. It's springtime. These are new trigger hairs, so they're kind of hard to see at this moment. Later in the fall they will be bigger and more noticeable, but those are the trigger hairs. When a bug lands in the fly trap, it has to trigger at least 2 of those hairs. Certain fly traps have different rules for the triggering, but basically you need to trigger 2 hairs at once and enclose. The thing about the fly trap and the trigger hairs, if a leaf falls in there, the plant doesn't want to try and digest the leaf. So once it closes, the hair has to feel more movement after the trap is closed in order for it to stay closed. Otherwise, it opens back up. The trap will only close and open about 3 times before it dies. So you can't really smash a fly and put it in there and it's going to eat it. It's just because the fly's not going to move. Next day, the trap's going to be open and you just got a rotting mess on your hands. Hamburger, forget it. So whatever you put in there, it needs to be moving around. So I try and catch these damn white cabbage moth butterfly things that are laying caterpillars everywhere. I stuff them in there, and when they're trying to wiggle around, then the fly trap keeps it shut. I can feed it slugs. I live in San Francisco in the fog belt. I mean, it's a slug haven, slug heaven in this city. So we have a lot of slugs. Problem is, if it's too small, it goes out of the teeth. If it's too big, it gets out. On the pitcher plants, it has a lip there that's supposed to keep bugs in, but I have put bugs in and then they sneak out. So when it comes to the pitchers, you can drop food in there. Here again, I wouldn't recommend any kind of hamburger. It sounds like a good way to give your plant E. coli or something. I don't know. But what I do is catch a fat slug, snip them in half, and then stuff them in the hole of the pitcher, which I have a million of them. I used to have an ant problem until I realized they were all hanging out around this pitcher plant, and I just quit fighting them. And eventually they went in there, and each pitcher had like a million ants. So here's one of my sundews, and there used to be ants running all along here. I used to take my pitcher plant and just wipe it down the line, and this would just be loaded with ants. So again, you don't have to feed any of your carnivorous plants. They are going to survive if you give them the right conditions. If you're going to feed them, I would only feed live or recently deceased insects. So just kind of a short little video there that was made kind of for Tegan, Sam, and Wendy. These are 3 people that I've given free carnivorous plants to in the Garden Like a Viking tribe. It's a little growing system course that he has that has changed my life, changed my garden. Thank you guys for being a member of the tribe. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one.